If you ask any investor who the greatest trader of the modern era was, many will mention one name first: Jesse Livermore, a true market legend, capable of trading stocks, bonds, commodities, and virtually any instrument that moved. His name has spanned generations, and his story was immortalized in the classic Reminiscences of a stock operator, considered by many to be the greatest investment book ever written. But here's an uncomfortable truth. The story told in the book does not accurately represent his real life. Today, we're going to separate the myth from the man, revealing the lesser-known and more shocking details of his journey. Reminiscences shaped generations. Market psychology, discipline, patience, avoiding the herd. It was all there. But Livermore's real life was far darker, marked by extreme highs and lows, long periods of isolation, emotional instability, and repeated bankruptcies that followed him until his final days. In 1940, at the age of 63, Livermore took his own life, a tragic ending for one of the greatest traders of all time. Between 1928 and early 1929, Livermore rode the bull market like few others. The higher prices climbed, the more he bought financing new positions with borrowed money. Stocks that had historically traded at 8 to 12 times earnings were now priced at 40 to 60 times. And the public had entered the market in full force, driven by pure euphoria. But in the summer of 1929, Livermore did the opposite of conventional wisdom. He closed all his long positions and began building a list of overvalued stocks to sell short. On October 24th, the storm hit. An 11% drop at the open, widespread panic. Ticker tape machines delayed for hours. In the days that followed, the market sank even further, and Livermore was on the right side of history. By the end of the 1929 crash, he had made $100 million, roughly $1.8 billion in today's dollars, becoming one of the richest men in the world. But that success brought no joy. He himself said he felt empty inside, even at the height of his greatest victory. Livermore was born in Massachusetts in 1877 into a poor family. He was brilliant at mathematics and began recording price patterns while still a teenager. Working as a chalkboard boy at Payne Weber, he noticed something that would change his life forever. Prices moved before the news. He wrote everything down in notebooks: movements, recurring patterns, human behavior. At just 14 years old, he ran away from home with $5. Less than a year later, he returned to his mother, the equivalent of $36,000 in today's dollars. His learning laboratory was the infamous bucket shops, many of them owned by mobster Arnold Rothstein. They were betting houses disguised as brokerage firms, where anyone could speculate with extreme leverage. Livermore turned pennies into fortunes until he was banned from all of them. He used disguises, fake mustaches, but it didn't help. It was there that his nickname was born, the Boy Plunger. By the age of 16, he had already earned the equivalent of more than $250,000 in today's dollars. After moving to New York, he faced a harsh truth. What worked in bucket shops did not work in the real stock market. He went broke multiple times. He lost everything after getting married. His first wife left him, and Livermore realized he needed to reinvent himself. That's when he developed the set of rules that would influence generations. Follow the trend. The market is always right. Your feelings don't matter. Cut losses quickly. Let profits run. The big money is made in the big moves. Behind the triumphs, there was loneliness. Livermore struggled with depression and deep emotional crises. His personal life was marked by turbulence and family conflicts. Despite his brilliant talent for understanding markets, he was never able to master himself. In November 1940, in a Manhattan hotel, he left a final letter asking for forgiveness and took his own life. The story of Jesse Livermore is a rare blend of genius, luck, discipline, and pain. He showed that the market can transform lives, but it can also destroy them. and his journey remains to this day one of the most fascinating and tragic tales in Wall Street history.